Hey NFT Plazas community, it's Jake here. With actually a really cool artist. He does this on the side. He actually launches satellites into space for full time. But he's pretty good at this stuff, so he'll probably end up doing this full time soon enough. I'm here with my main guy.
Hey, yeah, my name's John Perrine. Mission manager for a satellite that's launching this December. But on the side, as you mentioned, I enjoy doing art, and I just saw a unique opportunity connecting actual fine art with NFTs. So,
can you tell us a little bit about how you discovered that opportunity? Right, what inspired that thought bubble that said, okay, I want to do art now? Like, where did that kind of come from?
Yeah, so when it comes to NFTs, it's hard. There's nothing tangible that you receive when you purchase an NFT. At least in the genesis of it. So I started thinking about how can you start connecting a digital contract, a smart contract, with something tangible. And for me, it made most sense, since I was already creating art, to start connecting the art pieces with the NFT. So essentially the art piece, or the NFT, acts as the receipt of the art piece itself. And then also within the art world, it's important to be able to authenticate the purchase and authenticate the piece. So because there's a lot of copies out there for a lot of the nicer fine arts out there. So what this does, what an NFT allows an artist to do, is it connects both the physical and when you get the digital rights to the art, it verifies the actual ownership of the art piece and the art piece itself. And that's all done through, we use the Ethereum network to write that smart contract.
Yeah, it's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your process in creating these art pieces?
Yeah, so I try to create something unique, and in general, you'll notice that none of these art pieces have brush strokes to them. So they're all designed via processes. So each one of these pieces I'll design with a specific process. Like the art piece behind us, I call that the swirl. And something interesting about this, everyone sees a different color more prominent. So really? There's blue, red, and yellow, and we have infrared, we have a purple light on it right now, but a lot of people will see red or blue more prominent, but actually yellow, there's 1.5 times more yellow color in this.
I wouldn't have known
but
that.
The way the wavelength works and the way you see it with your eye, you don't see yellow as much. Very few people will point out the yellow. But this one's my favorite. This one we actually have listed. We work through a broker as well. And this one is a continuous pour, and it only takes 1 minute and 30 seconds to produce. Now it takes like a day to set up and get just right, but we use a process called harmonics to create this, and it's called gravitational singularity perfected. And essentially you can actually, based off the frequency of it, you can backtrack out 9.8 meters per second. So there's actually a scientific, if you sent that off into space, they'd be able to tell you what the gravity of the Earth is, which is interesting. And that's where I start combining engineering and art.
Okay. That actually brings us to an amazing point. I want you to talk a little bit more about that. Like, how has your background in engineering helped you with art, and then also vice versa, right? How is your kind of left brain thought process with the art, or right brain, whichever side of the brain it is? So how has the art helped you in your engineering career?
Yeah, so pretty simply put, I needed a creative outlet, right? A lot of what you do in engineering is all structured, and 1 + 1 is 2. Like, there's no creativity in that, right? So I needed a creative output, but at the same time, I'm an industrial engineer by nature, and I have my master's in industrial engineering, and then specialize in space. But I needed the structure of processes and refining the process itself to be able to produce something unique that can't be reproduced by anyone else. So that's kind of what I was going for, and that's what I was going. And maybe later on you can show the audience some of the nicer. I put a lot of nicer paintings over there, and each one of them, again, it's acrylic on canvas, and you cannot reproduce it just by nature of how it was created and the process. In fact, it's hard for me to even reproduce that painting there. And you'll see some of the other paintings I have, they get close, but they don't get perfect, like we were able to do on this one.
Wow, so every piece is truly unique.
Yes.
Like you can't even re-replicate your own stuff. That's how unique it is.
And then, of course, with NFTs and just the unique aspect of, that's what an NFT represents, right? Is just one. There's only one of those that you can possess, and that's how we do it. We fractionalize it just in terms of one. So.
Wait, hold on, guys, come on. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Come on.
Okay.
We can cut that out. Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, so can you tell us where people can find you?
Yeah, so I'm on OpenSeas. The company is called NFT Art Collections, and then maybe you can put a link in the description, or you can just scan our RQ code, and it'll QR code. Sorry, RQ is something else we use in the industry, but you can scan the QR code, and it'll take you to the link.
Okay, awesome. And last question: where's the best place to find NFT news on the internet?
Ooh, that's a really good question. So, me personally, I like YouTube. There's a lot of great Discords out there as well. But I mean, it sounds like you guys are on the cutting edge of that as well. So
correct answer. There
and being here, a part of this, I mean, you're really getting to see the industry up front and what people are creating and what the industry could potentially be. And some of these companies will take off. We hope we do. But yeah, being here as you are and interviewing different folks, I think you're on the cutting edge of it right now.
Awesome. You heard it here, guys.